Hello guys, and welcome back to some more FIFA 17 Ultimate Team content. Today what I have for you is the full Newcastle United squad. I'm going to show you my prediction on the ratings and also the potential lineup in the upcoming season in the Championship. Yes, we got relegated, so it's pretty much directed to Newcastle fans because I want to hear your opinions on certain players. But any other viewers of football, if you want to let me know how you think Newcastle are going to get on, well, yeah, just drop it in the comments. But I've made some graphics, so I hope it's enjoyable, and if you do enjoy, drop a like. If we can push for 250, that'd be fantastic. If you're needing Ultimate Team coins, head over to FIFAUltimateTeamCoins.com. Links below in the description. Use the code Fuji, get yourself that discount, or if you are wishing to purchase games, head over to G2A and also use that code Fuji. So the formation that I think Rafa Benitez will use next season is definitely the 4-2-3-1. He seems to love it, and it does actually suit the majority of the players that we do have at the club. And starting off with the goalkeeper, we have Rob Elliott. And when Tim Krul got injured, he came in and actually made a name for himself. He was at times our best player, so I do feel that he deserves an upgrade. And with that, like, Newcastle were hit with so many injuries last season, so I'm not really surprised that we got relegated, but Rob Elliott definitely deserves that upgrade. So another goalkeeper we saw was Carl Darlow. Like I said, Rob Elliott got injured himself. Carl Darlow came in to replace him, and overall, like, he didn't do a bad job. Like, in his defense, he did have a lot of pressure to deal with. He came in to try and stop us getting relegated, so at times he was cracking under the pressure, but then he put in some decent performances, and overall he wasn't that bad, but definitely he shouldn't be starting for us. It's just great to have him as a third keeper in my opinion. So Carl Darlow, I wouldn't upgrade him nor downgrade him, just keep him exactly the same. This one here is a real shame because Tim Krul, before he got injured, he was absolutely fantastic for us, and in the result of us getting relegated, we're not going to be able to keep hold of him. But he's a nice guy, and I actually wish him all the best. He was cracking for us, and yeah, he's going to be missed, but with a new signing that we have made, maybe it won't feel as bad. But no upgrade nor downgrade. Like, he could have potentially got an upgrade if he wasn't injured, but I definitely keep him the same, and he possibly may go to Southampton or I don't know, really. I don't think he's been linked with too many clubs, but yeah, wish him all the best anyway. Here is our new signing, the Belgian beast, Matt Sells. Well, I don't know if he's a beast, to be honest. I haven't really seen too much of him play, but from what I've heard and I did a little bit of research, he seems to be a pretty good goalkeeper, and he is still young, so I have no doubt really that he's been brought in to be our first team choice. But correct me if I'm wrong, maybe Rob Elliott may in fact start over him, but Matt Sells, he's come in, and with Tim Krul, he's leaving. We know Tim Krul is going out, so it's a little unfortunate, but Matt Sells, hopefully he does well at the club, and I'm excited to see him in action. So on to the right back position, and we have Daryl Yanmat. I personally can't see us holding on to him, but if that is the case, then I would pretty much have him as a guaranteed start. He's fantastic for us when he's in form. He's effective going forward. He can get those crosses in. At times, you have to question his defending sort of abilities. I think his rating will still stay the same, and yeah, overall he's pretty decent. Right centre back position, and we have Mbemba. I actually quite like the fact that he tries to burst forward and win the ball back early with those interceptions, and he's very physical. He's quite quick as well. So as a whole, like, our defense has been terrible. Like, one of the reasons why we got relegated because, well, one, we couldn't score, and second, we couldn't defend, so we were going down. But Mbemba, I haven't really been too impressed with him as a whole, but under Rafa Benitez and in the Championship, I think he will dominate, but he definitely deserves a downgrade. Like, you can't get relegated and not get downgraded, let's face it. So Mbemba is going to get the cut. So to partner Mbemba in defense, we have Lascelles, and he came in towards the end of last season, and I have to say, I was seriously impressed. He was the one that came out in the media to say, what is going on? The team needs to work together, and I like that fighting spirit about him. He is a leader. I honestly feel that he is going to be big in a couple of years' time. Definitely has some development to go through, but very, very good defender. He reads the game well. He's strong in the air, and I think without a doubt he's going to be starting for us next season. Keep an eye out on the Lascelles. I have no doubt that he's going to get a team of the season card. If we get promoted, then yeah, keep an eye out on him. Left back position it is, and we have a load of people to go through, but the first one is Mbabu, and I haven't actually seen much of this guy play because of injury, but when he came in for, I think maybe it was like 3 or 4 games, one performance that he put in against Chelsea was actually insane. Like, he was reading the game well, he was going forward, he was getting those crosses in, so I think he's definitely going to be included in the future. But once again, he's had to come back from pre-season training because he's picked up a thigh injury. I think it was a thigh injury, so another setback from Mbabu, which is really unfortunate. So yeah, he's probably not not going to be seeing much first team football, but yeah, he looked good when he did play, so hopefully he can recover very, very soon. So quite similar to Mbabu, we have Haidara, but this time he has been ruled out for the majority of next season. He's got a reoccurring knee injury, or yeah, I think it's knee or leg injury, where it's just going to set him back even further. But when I've seen him actually play, I like the fact that he's a physical player, so he's going to use that to get down the line and burst through, which isn't too bad, but his delivery inside the box and overall defending really does need some help. He needs to sort that out, but I've quite liked the look of him, but once again, he's injured, so what can you say? He's out. So I've actually given Dummett a +1, and some of you guys may disagree, and this is where I want fellow Newcastle fans or just viewers of the game in general, drop it in the comment section. Let me know if you like Dummett, like the look of him, because personally for me, I started to notice him in a few games. Like, he would come up strong, he would get into the tackles, and he's not scared to get stuck in. He's quite versatile, like he can get forward whipping crosses, and also his defending abilities isn't that bad, and I think in the championship he will play really, really well for us. So depending on if Rafa Benitez is able to keep Yamat in the club, then there might be a little bit of a shift around there, but I think he deserves to start, and like I said, in the championship he will do well for us. So on to another new signing, and we have Gomez, and like I was saying with Yamat, it doesn't really matter if he stays or goes, because Gomez can play both right back or left back, so it's all dependent on whether or not Rafa Benitez is able to keep him at the club. But this guy has actually been brought in for first team football, fantastic in defending sort of situations, but going forward he's not so good, so we're looking for him just to bolster up that defense and stop conceding goals. So I think he's going to be a great signing for us, and I'm excited to see what he can do. Left defensive midfield position, and we have another new signing, and it is Hayden. He was actually a really good player for Hull last season. He was on loan from Arsenal, so we have gone ahead with the purchase, and he looks to be like quite a well-rounded physical player. Like, he's got the strength, he has nice passing, hold-up play, so I don't know whether or not he's actually going to start for us. He possibly could get in front of Anita, I'm not really too sure, but he's proven in the championship, and that is what we need. We just need some sort of stability in the midfield. So Hayden hopefully does do well for us, and yeah, good signing. So Cheick Tiote a couple of seasons ago for me was one of the best CDMs in the Premier League. A host of clubs are after him, even Manchester United. I think he was actually at N'Golo Kante's level. Some may disagree, but I think he was definitely very, very good, and he's had a fair amount of injuries. His disciplinary record is terrible, but ever since he's come back in the side, like last season he played a few games for us and he didn't look too bad. So under the new management of Rafa Benitez, hopefully he's able to get a little bit more out of him, and he could in fact start. I don't know, there's so many midfielders to choose from, it's very difficult to sort of pick Rafa Benitez's brains, but Tiote, if he can sort of play to the ability like he could a couple of seasons ago, I think he's going to be a good player for us. So John Joe Shelby's future at the club is uncertain. To my knowledge, no other clubs have actually come in for his signature, but I actually hope he stays. I can see Rafa Benitez getting a lot out of him, and with that passing ability, it's fantastic. He's able to pick a pass from like 60 yards, so it's awesome. It just adds that little bit extra to the Newcastle side, and I think if he does stay, he more than likely will start. On to the right defensive midfield position, and we have Save. He's literally played 2 games for us, and that's both coming off the bench, but his sole purpose was to come on and hold up the play to take the pressure off, and he came on to misplace passes, but I can't really judge him off that. He's only played 2 games, so depending on if Rafa Benitez can see anything that he can get out of him, I don't know whether or not he's going to start, to be fair. So no upgrade, no downgrade, just hasn't had enough game time to prove himself, so yeah, maybe he's going to be in the side in the future, who knows. From gold to silver, we have Jack Colback. He just isn't good. Like, okay, he works hard for the team, but it's yellow after yellow after yellow. It's just honestly awful, and yes, he can pick up with a goal now and again, but he doesn't really have too much to his game, so I hope he doesn't start, and I really do feel that he's going to get from gold to silver. He deserves it, he's not that good. So yeah, Jack Colback, silver on FIFA 17. So with Vernon Anita, I actually quite liked when he was filling in right back for us. He didn't do too badly. Like, although he's quite small, he does read the game pretty well, he gets in those tackles, and I would actually keep him as a 74 rated silver. He didn't really do too bad for us, although yes, we got relegated. I think he put in a couple of good performances, which does warrant the fact that he still should stay as a silver. I wouldn't drop him anymore, he's already a silver for Christ's sake. So I think that he will start for us unless we make any more signings, depending on if Hayden actually gets first team football. But Anita, I think he deserves to get in that CDM position, and he does work for us at times, so I quite like Anita, and I think he should still stay at silver. Left mid position, and we have Ronaldo Arons, as I like to call him. It is Rolando, but this guy is seriously talented. He can carry the ball, he plays without fear, and he was like our best outlet to thread the ball over to him, for him to go on a run. He's agile, he's quick, he's got finishing ability, and he's definitely going to be a very, very good player for us. So it is his time now to start in the championship, get that first team football, and show what he's capable of, because it was a shame that he picked up an injury, but keep an eye out on him. I think he's going to be a very, very good player. So on to the cam position, and we have De Jong. What can you say? What are you supposed to say? Like, a lot of people were saying he was a great player. He's always injured, and yeah, guess what? He's injured again. Moving on. I didn't really want to edit this one in. Like, Gouffran, why is he still here? What is he doing? Oh no, seriously, this guy is just someone to fall back on. He's definitely not going to start for us. I'd downgrade him, to be honest. I'd actually downgrade him. He's terrible. I've put him as a silver. I don't see him starting, like I said, and overall he doesn't really have much to his game. Maybe Rafa Benitez, we'll see a different side to him, but I hope he doesn't start. Yeah. Just move on again. Jose the Pear Perez. I don't know why I've come up with that nickname for him. Like, when he was scoring goals, I would go on Twitter and use the pear emoji. Yeah, don't ask me why. But this guy can play striker, centre forward, left mid. And if Wijnaldum does in fact stay at the club, which is up for debate really, I can see that Perez would actually be used as a substitute, or maybe even left mid. I don't know if he's going to get in front of Rolando Arons. So we're going to have to see what happens there. But he is just a wonder kid, really. He's got a lot to his game. I like his playing style, and I think he's going to go far if he definitely does get first team football. Perez, great player. Sorry, I can't find the next player. Oh yeah, 4 goals against Norwich and legitimately didn't do anything all season. Yes, you can argue some games he put in a good performance, but away from home, absolutely shocking. It is Wijnaldum. I doubt we will actually be able to keep hold of him, but Rafa Benitez has spoken out to the media, and he said that Wijnaldum and also Sissoko are not for sale. So it depends if someone comes in with the big bucks, really. I personally don't think we're going to keep hold of him, but Wijnaldum himself hasn't said anything about leaving. So ideally, if we can keep him at the club, he can regain his confidence, and then next season to come, or another season, we can actually sell him for profit. But Wijnaldum, he's a good player. He just needs to get a little bit more consistency to his game. On to the right mid position, and we have another French reject that hasn't really played well for us at all. It is Thauvin, and Rafa Benitez isn't so sure about the future of him. Like, he's pretty much adamant about Wijnaldum and Sissoko. When it comes to Thauvin, he's basically saying if the price is right. So he was loaned out to Marseille last season, and he didn't do too bad for them. So I can see him going, to be honest. Like, Thauvin, he just didn't really hit it off for us. He was supposed to be some wonder kid, and just like I said, he just never really played well. So Thauvin, I hope he goes. So I personally don't want Sissoko to stay at the club. Like, where he comes out to the media and he says that he wants to leave, we don't need someone like that at the club. We need 100% committed players to get us promoted next season, and what Sissoko is able to provide isn't really that much. Yes, he can make a few bursting runs here and there, but he just hasn't had his heart at the club for a long time now. And if you guys watching this video are basing like his performances off the Euros, he doesn't play like that at all for us. So I hope he goes, and yeah, good riddance. New signing hype, another one, and it is Matt Ritchie. Very happy to have him at the club. He was amazing for Bournemouth in the 2014/15 season. He was like a big part of their promotion. Like, he scored a ton of goals, he was involved in a lot, so he's proven in the championship, and I'm excited. That is what we need for us to get promoted. And Matt Ritchie, welcome to Newcastle. Mitro Beast, how can you not like Mitrovic? Like, in his defense, he was brought in to score goals straight off the bat, but he's 20 years of age, he's inexperienced, so it's just not going to work. He needs to be like weaned into the side. So that is in his defense. Like, he has got a lack of experience, but I think his hold up play is excellent. Very, very good to bring other people into the play. So I really do like that about him, but it's really unsure as to what Rafa Benitez is going to do. Is he going to start him over Gale? I personally don't see that happening. Is he going to be using them 2 up top? That's up for debate. So let me know in the comment section, how do you think Newcastle are going to set out in the 4-2-3-1? Are they going to change it up a little bit? Let me know in the comment section. But Mitrovic, I think in the championship, will absolutely destroy. So on to the last player to finish off the team, and we have Dwight Gale. Very, very happy with his signing, actually. He wasn't getting much game time at Palace, but he is underrated, and we've been lacking pace for years now. We're very one-dimensional, so that just brings a little bit extra to Newcastle as a whole, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do for us. And I think personally he's going to start over Mitrovic. But guys, that is my team, how I'm going to set out Newcastle 4-2-3-1. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the ratings. Don't put in the comment section that like they deserve all bronze. Maybe they do. You could be right, but yeah, be a little bit more realistic. And yeah, any Newcastle fans out there, do you think we're going to do well in the championship? I hope we do. I hope we get promoted straight away. So it's going to be awesome, but I will see you on the next video. Team out. Peace.